Hey guys, we're here today at the Troll and Toad Complex office, whatever you want to call it. My company, Graded Power, along with Troll and Toad and a good friend of mine, Michelle Cove, owning Gaming Etc., GamingEtc.com, is going to let us today open a Alpha Starter Deck. Yes. Now, of course, I cannot do any video without my partner, Jeremy Muir. Jeremy, how are we doing today?
Doing great. Muir.
That's awesome. So I can't even pronounce my last name. I say Brousseau. It's really Brousseau. So Muir, you know me. I can't say words. Last time I said a word on a Troll and Toad show, I almost got asked to leave.
I think we did a show after that. We opened some packs before. We've opened packs before.
We have opened packs before.
But have we ever opened a pack this great?
Well, we did open we opened a Arabian pack and got horrible cards. We opened an Antiquity pack, got horrible cards. Then we opened up a Unlimited pack, and we were hoping to get a Scrub Sprites, but ended we got an Ancestral Recall. Was it, Jeremy?
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
You're like, it's got this line, and it's not going to be that good. It might be an 8.5 or a 9. And what happened with that Ancestral Recall, Jim?
It came back at 9.5.
All right, I like that. I like that a lot.
And I'm really good at grading, so that's why people buy a lot of stuff from me, because all my grades get better grades than I think.
And that item is for sale at trollandtoad.com.
And Jeremy, you still the head buyer for Troll and Toad these days?
One of the head buyers for the games. Definitely one of their Magic League. You
are the Magic. I've known Jeremy forever. Greatest guy. Ever want to sell some cards? We're always at conventions. See me, see Jeremy, see everybody. But anyway, let's get on to the show. This is an Alpha deck. Now, yes, this Alpha deck does not have the outer wrapping. This is the whole controversy of this deck, and there's really no controversy at all. It's just that no one understands, because nobody's been around for 25 years like myself and been in the beginning. So it does have the regular shrink wrap. Okay, now one of the things that everybody is upset about and does not understand is this right here. The rare cards are supposed to be facing out of the packaging, but WotC had so bad quality control back in the day, there have been mistakes. And plus, this is a very, very early wrapping. The reason being, and we're going to get a close-up for you in a minute, is this seal right here is not the gold pull seal. It's a 3 rigid little seal that you pull. And Jeremy, you know what pull tabs I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, this is much more difficult to open up than, say, the gold little strip.
I don't even know if I can open this with gloves on. It's going to be interesting, but it is sealed all the way around. You can see the seam. You can see everything. Jeremy will verify it for me and tell you this has not been rewrapped. This is actually the whole thing. And we're going to open this right here for you right now. No tricks, no nothing. Every card will be shown to you. And I am showing you all 4 sides so you can see that none of this has been tampered with. Because everybody in the world of Magic the Gathering now thinks every booster box, every starter deck, every pack has been tampered with or searched. Am I not correct on that, Jeremy?
It's true. It's hard for me to get behind buying a pack because I'm like, oh man, someone might have searched it. But you know, sometimes those are the best packs. You're sitting there looking at them and you see them and you're like, someone's got to search that pack. You buy it, you open it up. I remember a long time ago here, there was like a revised pack, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's searched. It's bad. It's been sitting around for a long time. No one wants it." So instead, an employee purchased it, and what happened out of that? An underground sea. So what do? We made a mistake and thought it had been searched, and it just had not. So, but this thing, legit, and it's not going to be packaged anymore after we get done opening it.
That's right. Now, a sealed deck of this now sells for $15,000 to $18,000 with the outer seal on it. We are opening up a very expensive pack today. Now, there's also something I want to tell everybody. Everybody thinks if we don't pull a good card that the pack has been searched. That is not true. There's 119 rares. Some of them are life laces, thought laces, you know, what other crappy rares? Rock Hydra back in the day.
Helm of Chatsuk.
Yeah, that's right. And it does happen. You do get bad. Just because now, if you get 2 bad cards, doesn't mean the pack or the box was searched. It happens. Everybody wants to pull out a Lotus or a Mox or something incredible. But you know what? Back in the day when you paid $7.95 right here for all you people who need glasses, probably can't see it. But that's what these cost retail back in 1993. $7.95. No one complained back then they got a Helm of Chadwick, did they? They were excited. Well, now if you get crap cards, you're not happy. But we can tell you, though, with Alpha cards, that every card now is good because Alpha, there is only 1,100 of each rare printed.
Yeah.
So you know.
And another thing to note about this before it's opened is how many rares are in Alpha Starter Deck, Jim?
If I remember correctly, 2.
2, which is not the typical 3 most people know from other tournament packs and stuff like that.
So, and the only cards you can get in here, not like beta starters where you can get alpha rares in the beta starters or no rares. This one you have to get something. Hopefully it's a note from a card on Monday saying, "Hey, we screwed up. Please write us and we'll give you some free cards."
It's a note saying, "Here, send to here, and we'll send you all your free lotuses."
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do
this.
Let's
rip it.
Are you ready? All right, let's go.
So, like we said, are you guys ready? Jeremy's ready. We're going to open this. Now, I had to take off my glove because I have to get this tab, which is very, very hard.
Precision. Execution. From the doctor himself, Dr. Jim Brusso.
All right, I have a little piece. I get this glove back on.
You have something to pull from?
So I'm putting my glove back on. Why do we use gloves? Jeremy, explain to these people why we're using gloves.
Well, I mean, we're talking about cards that we're trying to grade and stuff here. So we're talking about them being perfect. We don't want anything from any type of the surface damage happen to if our hands are wet from moisture, ink, anything happening to the card, leaving fingerprints on the card. We're trying to get these graded to keep them in the best condition possible. And when they're opening out of the deck, they're not guaranteed to be all 10s. We're hoping to get some good ones, but they're not all guaranteed. But
no.
But we'll try to keep them in the best possible shape that we can.
Now, this sounds funny that we're going to actually say this, but Jeremy and I were in a different part of the building opening up some packs, and it was so hot there that I was sweating profusely. If I drop a 1 bead of sweat and say if we get lucky and get a Lotus or whatever, a Mox, or any card, I damage the card, and we can't have that. Yeah. So, like I said, I made a little thing. Hopefully I can get it. I have. We're starting to peel it.
Here we go.
Guys, this is exciting because, like I said, $18,000. And another thing we didn't talk about, how you know a difference between an alpha and beta starter. By the way, I'm doing this on purpose for suspense, so you don't know what we're going to get in it yet. There's no barcode on the bottom of an alpha deck. A beta deck has a barcode. And also, so you know, if this was a sealed box of 10 decks wrapped around, you cannot tell the difference between alpha and beta at all unless you unwrap the box and see if there's a barcode on the back of it. All right, here we go, Jeremy. Trying to get the plastic off as easy as possible, not to hurt the corners.
Yeah, we want to keep this in the best possible condition, so this could take a moment, but it's worth it.
Jeremy, when's the last time you opened an alpha pack?
I think I've opened one ever, just one booster pack, maybe 2, and that was like 1994, 1995. It's a pretty long time ago.
Now, I have opened in 1993 when I had my store. I cracked these and boosters back in the day for singles.
So you're doing singles right at the beginning of the game?
Yep.
Really? Mm-hmm. So how'd that work? Because like there was no defined market values. Did you just each rare was a certain amount of dollars?
Yeah, and we just made up prices. Back then, a Mox was $5, a Lotus was $10. Until 1993 at Gen Con when I went upstairs and realized people playing that 0 drops. That's amazing. These things should be great. I bought every single Mox and Lotus I could find that year in Gen Con, and it was great. Here we go.
All the Ornithopters too?
All the owners of it. All the scripts rights.
Those cost more than 0.
I know. It's a joke.
So the side with our rare should be the smaller half, right?
That's correct.
So are we going to be going through the bottom half
We're going to flip this down, and we're going to go through. The rare should be right here. Now, when I get to a certain section where the rule book is, this is a rule book, we will then...
read it.
Yes, we will read you the rules. We'll start with page 4. So
the rule book, actually, for Alpha, if you've never read it, I would check it out online or something like that. It's quite hilarious, and you have to wonder how people learn how to play.
Can I get a just one? No, I don't need a sleeve. I need just this. I'm going to place this right here on the bottom, so it doesn't hurt the card. All right, so I put the cards back down here. We have them. We have the paper. Jeremy's going to be sleeving the cards.
I'm really. You ready?
I'm really excited because we didn't.
How many basic lands should we be able to expect from a starter deck like this?
Oh, I forgot. A whole bunch.
A whole bunch?
I don't even remember. Yes, probably maybe 15, 20. I don't even remember anymore. But there is one other thing that could happen. It is rumored, and I have seen it back in the day, they do make God starters. And a God starter is either all rares or rares and uncommons, and it has happened. And after we take this first card, we'll know. And if you see a lot of screaming and running around the room and I disappear, stay tuned for more fun.
Yeah.
All right, Jeremy, the first card.
First card, let's get it. Best guess, first card. Best guess.
Stream of Life.
Hurley Minotaur, let's go.
We should have said land.
I know, right? Land's the most
guys,
likely.
$18,000 we just opened. I do this all the time for a living, play with Magic cards, but it's so awesome that I am opening one right now. I mean,
you shaking?
I'm shaking because I haven't eaten. Oh. I'm never nervous. I'm making it drama for these guys. All right, guys, here we go. First card.
All right.
Mon's Goblin Raiders.
Mon's Goblin Raiders.
And Jeremy is going to put this in. This is a beautiful card. This is great.
I've met Mon.
Have you?
Yes.
Here you go. That is a common. So we didn't get a God pack, but still a good card. By the way, commons now in 9.5, so anywhere from $50 to a couple $100. Jeremy, any clue on the next card, or should I just go?
I think you should just go.
Oh, an island. We were talking about that land.
Thank goodness.
We got a land. By the way, these are minty. Minty. Oh my God, these are beautiful. I got a loop here. I don't even need it. It's so beautiful.
Are they real?
Do you want me to authenticate it right live here on the show?
Pretty sure we opened it.
Yes, these are real. All right, next card. Oh, I took 2 cards by accident. I apologize. 2. Circle of Protection Blue. You know, so when that counter spell comes, you can't protect yourself.
Here's a fun little fact about Alpha that I'm sure you know about. How many Circle Protections are in Alpha?
Not all of them. It's missing Circle COP Black.
Yeah.
It's also missing a dual land. Jeremy, can you tell them what that dual land is?
Volcanic Island.
That's right. Now, if we pull a Volcanic Island out of this, Volcanic Island, you know, and by the way, this is my show, so I can say what's in Jim's water bottle and get away with it. And yes, the licensing rights are still out on that. Circle Protection, I'm sorry, Volcanic Island, if that ever came up, that would be the greatest thing. But it never was in existence. Yeah. So we got COP. I just hit the microphone. Ooh, Stream of Life. I called that the first one. We got a Stream of Life.
We got a Stream of Life.
So this is really good. Now, yes, we are handing these the commons. People are going, you're handing a common. Can you believe that? Like it's, you know, water.
Commons are worth $20-something at least.
Oh, yes.
They're graded?
Oh, I just peeked at the next card. I'm gonna have you just line up sleeves like this so I can lay them down here and we'll get to them. So the next card right now, oh yes, a Alpha Fireball.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good card. Alpha Fireball's easy, $225, 9.5 is probably about $275, $300. By the way, I'm excited. My prices may be not spot on, so if you're gonna troll me on this, please don't. I'm opening a deck of Alpha in 2018. Remember, 25 years old.
Non-graded one's at least $60.
Yes. This is a 25-year-old deck. And I think it's really a thing that we're doing this on the 25th anniversary of Magic the Gathering. That's pretty awesome. So, all right, next. I assume it's going to be a land, right, Jeremy?
Seems like we're about time.
Island!
Ooh, that's a good one.
Hey, by the way, I can't ever be upset about getting another island. All right, next. This is all exciting. I'm getting excited over comments. Oh, I know. Grizzly Bear. Grizzly Bear, I know there's collectors for Grizzly Bears.
Now, another thing that's interesting about these lands is that they don't have all the lands in Alpha either, right?
That's correct. They only two of each, so you guys know. Two of every.
And then by the time Beta came around, we had the 3, and that's the 3 we've been.
So I have no clue what this card is. I have no clue because
you tell us.
You tell us. Right back. I may never know. No, I gotta know. Planes. All right. All right. What do we got here? Next one. Any guess, Jeremy? Any guess?
That's my Minotaur. Where's he at?
I'm gonna go with. Geez, I can't even think of a common card. Dwarven Warriors. Dwarven Warriors. And the winner is Mountain. Mountain. Now, yeah, we're gonna try to speed up the mountains. But by the way, just so you know, a good graded 9.5 basic land in Alpha sells for about $125. And I'm going to say some things you may not understand.
You say a good graded, what does that mean? What's the grade?
The grade is 9.5. I said 9.5. Okay. Now, 9.5 is near mint. Now, we in the business also have quad 9.5s. Now, when you grade a card, it has subgrades. It has corners, edges, surface, corners, edges, surface. I can't remember.
Centering?
Centering, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm really excited opening this deck. I don't get excited very often. Yes, so you have subgrades. Now, if I say it's a quad plus, it means it has 3 9s and then a 10. And quad plus cards get even more money. The best grade you can get is a 10.
What about quad 10s?
Yeah, there is a quad 10. A regular 10 is 10, 10, 10, 9.5. A quad 10 comes back black label.
Well, those are the best.
It's like having a black American Express card or like a black label of some high top shelf liquor.
Yeah.
Bushmills black, if I remember. That was for Dustin. He loves Bushmills. All right, next up, Creature Bond. This is a good common. This is a worthwhile common. These look very nice, well centered. Now there are some printer. When you see little white dots, you won't be able to see them from this, but there's they are not printer dots. They're called hickeys in the printing business. And some of these have hickeys, and that will hurt the grade of the card. All right, next up.
Is that a grade that'll affect the surface?
Yes, it will affect the surface. Forest. Another land card. That's really nice. All right, Jeremy. I want to go
for a spell. What do we got?
I want to get a lightning bolt.
Ooh, that'd be nice. But is it a lightning bolt?
It's holy armor.
That's almost as good as a lightning bolt.
You know what's better than holy armor? Holy guacamole, Batman.
Holy guacamole.
I'm old. I watched Batman in the 60s. Sorry. We have to make this entertaining. It's pretty boring showing alpha commons to the lame.
It's funny how like they had the holy armor and the holy strength, but it's the unholy strength that was the good one.
That's right. And there's no unholy armor.
No.
Another mountain. Yes, we get lots of land. Lots of land, guys. And that's why people, oh, it's searched. There's land. Oh, by the way,
because there's land. It'd be really hard to play the game if it didn't come with land.
Just so you guys know, back in 1993, the minimum card deck were 40 cards.
That's right.
So you're playing only 9 to 12 land, right? Back in the day, so you didn't need a lot of land.
I played 15, and I played in a tournament back then. When it was 40 cards. It was hard.
It was.
Millstone was very good,
and that's the whole thing. There
was a card from
you needed land to start the whole thing. That's why they made a lot of land. So, all right, next up, Island.
More lands.
More lands. More lands.
We got to be able to cast all of our spells.
That's right. So, and by the way, back then in a 40-card deck, was a 40-card deck you still have many of the same card you wanted?
Yes.
Yes. So you could have.
When they changed the rules to 60-card decks, that's when it was like you can only use 4 of each non-land.
Sure,
land card.
but that was a little bit. It took a little while before that rule in effect because I did play a 60-card deck with as many cards as I wanted in the deck.
Like rats.
Yeah.
Lightning bolts.
No, plane. Right here, plane. We got another plane. No swamp yet. Yes.
We can't cast. Well, we don't have any black cards yet either, do we?
I don't know. It's just exciting. I'm opening a 25-euro deck in a 25-euro Magic. Maybe I did this on purpose. All right. Next up. Playgrounds?
It has to be a black card, I think. What do we got?
Hurley Minotaur!
My boy!
Now, why are we excited about Hurley Minotaur? Why do you ask that? Because it's an iconic card that Wizards...
classic image for the game.
That they used on their logo boxes and stuff, even on their jackets. Hurling Minotaur. I think it was Peter's favorite card, actually.
I think so.
Peter and Richard. Peter Atkinson, CEO of the company at the time, and Dr. Richard Garfield, who made the game. I like to use doctor because he has a
PhD
in mathematics. He can add up our grocery bill faster than I can.
Our grocery bill? I don't know how you spend at the grocery store, Jim, but
well, that's why you need to sell your cards to me or trollandtoad.com so you can buy groceries because they don't take cards in yet. Right? True.
You can't show up and trade your Hurley Minotaurs for groceries.
A phasmal terrain.
Phantasmal terrain. Change the lands, do whatever you want.
Yeah,
we
blue.
Can finally make a swamp.
Am I right? We still have not got a black card?
We have not.
Wow. Wonder what's up with that. All right, next up, folks. Pegasus. Mesa Pegasus.
Banding. Do you remember banding, Jim?
Yeah, I do.
Whatever happened to banding?
I don't know. Hey, actually, this is really true. Have we got any interrupts in there yet?
I don't think so.
Because they don't make interrupts anymore, do they, Jeremy?
Nope. They don't make banding either.
Well, who cares about banding? Interrupts was important.
Mesa Pegasus cares about banding.
But you got to interrupt a game when you had an interrupt.
This card didn't even have banding, it has bands.
Okay. Oh, yes!
Ooh,
Disintegrate.
Both the good X spells. Well, actually, all three of them. We get the stream alive, too.
Yeah. And once again, another thing that we're not showing you, we'll show you later on some close-up photos. Alpha cards are notorious for being off-centered.
It's true.
Notorious.
What was that comment you made earlier about the quality control?
Yeah. So, I'm really excited about
They didn't even know if the game was going to catch on yet.
You know what common we really want? That's a really... Two commons in Alpha that are really expensive. I'm going to name one of them only because I can, because I play red. Lightning Bolt. Jeremy's going to tell you the other one.
Single.
That was a common. That's not the card I was looking for, though.
But it's good.
It is, but you won't believe this. There is another card that's higher in price than the Sinkhole, and it's a common.
Wow.
You know what that is?
What is it, Jim?
Llanowar Elves.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Alpha Llanowar Elves right now.
Recently in Standard was reprinted in Dominaria.
That's why it's hot. A 9.5 has just recently sold for $425. And the reason I can tell you that, because it's sold on my website. Ooh, that's a good card. Blue Elemental Blast.
That is. Speaking of good commons, the red version of this, Red Elemental Blast, is also a very good common.
I would love to make some comments right now, but then Alicia would have to edit them. But we still have not gotten any black cards. So hopefully we haven't got a swamp. We haven't got that, so just remember, guys, we're here, doing this for Michelle Cove. I love Michelle. By the way, I'll wish her good luck. She had some medical problems, and she got through them. We are in Corbin, Kentucky. That may mean
we
something.
got chicken.
We got chicken. All right, next up, chicken. Circle Protection White.
Well,
Circle Protection White.
It's because of all these white cards we have. We got to stop people from hurting us.
We still have not got a black card yet.
We're not gonna. None. Whatsoever.
And there is no karma.
Is it possible for that? It's not possible, is it?
I have to remember the sheets.
I
was going to ask you a question because there are no, if I remember correctly, there are no common artifacts. It's all uncommons, correct?
Correct.
Yeah,
correct.
Okay.
They didn't start commons till Antiquities.
All right. Let's see what we got. You guys know. I don't know. Jeremy, why don't you tell me?
That is a beautiful landscape. Built up high in the sky. It is a mountain.
Once again, no black cards. This is weird. I'm feeling
we
that...
have no swamps, so we couldn't cast them anyway.
When we're getting down lower, I mean, you can't really see. I'll try to point it in the camera, but we're getting down there. By the way, this is so cool. I mean, I should have charged people to pull a card. I think people would have paid $20 just to...
Blind bag pull?
There we go.
All right.
We'll put it here. Then we see it. I guess I had it off camera. No deceiving in there.
Secrets.
Yeah, there were secrets. By the way, you got to remember, I think today is Wednesday, so... Wait, no, today's Thursday, right?
It's Thursday.
Yeah. Well, again, what's in Jim's water bottle? All right. I got one card. Any guess? I want a bolt so bad.
I want a swamp.
An island!
We're gonna have to use our phantasmal terrain and use all of our islands to make one of our lands into a swamp. It's a cast.
Well, if this is a blue and white deck, maybe we'll get a Mox Emerald. I'm sorry, I said Mox Emerald for a blue and white deck. Thanks, guys. Try a Mox Pearl or a Mox Sapphire.
Get Mox Emerald in there.
I mean, can you guys tell how excited I am? I'm opening an Alpha deck in 2018. They came out in 1993.
That's 25 years ago.
That's finding. That's almost like finding a 52.
That's forever ago.
Topps wax pack in 2002.
That's a lot older.
It is. But this is more fun because you get to see the card again. I don't get to see the card. Jeremy gets to see the card. Jeremy's gonna tell me it's a
not a black card. It's not a swamp, but it is a decent card.
What color is it?
Blue.
Power Sync.
Close.
Ooh, Spell Blast. By the way, these cards are gorgeous. Jeremy, is this like the best quality cards you've ever seen in Alpha?
Ever seen? I don't know. They're pretty good.
What? How do you get any better if it comes from a starter deck?
I can't tell you for sure.
All right, next card up. I'm gonna look at this one. Well, it's not black. It's Regeneration. I think we're going with the.
If you were a player back in the day and you opened a Royal Assassin in your first deck and then you opened this deck, you might have been disappointed.
Ooh, Royal Assassin, great card, great card, iconic card by the way.
Very iconic.
Not as iconic as the one card I hope we get in here, which is Shivan Dragon.
Oh, that'd be great.
We did it!
We did it!
Yay!
Woo!
Yay! We got a black card! And we got a good Alpha black card.
That's a good
Drain
one. Life. What's that card do? Do you even know?
Yeah, it drains, does 1 damage, if I remember correctly.
To creatures and players?
Yeah, but it costs you, somebody gains a life. I can't remember. I never used Drain Life, Jeremy. I played red, direct red. When Legends came out with Chain Lightning, I got more lightning bolts to put in.
Where's the lightning bolts at?
I don't know. All right, what we got here? Island. Island. By the way, are you getting a pattern here? You get lots of land in the deck.
We can't even cast our Drain Life without using Phantasmal Terrain.
That's right. All right. Ooh, I got 2. We can't go out of order here. Forest. Forest.
We're gonna cast our Lawnmower Elf.
Or we're just gonna go into forest.
How about you just get a Lawnmower Elf? We get a Lawnmower Elf, and then we'll get a Swamp.
Oh, a swamp! We now can start casting some cards. By the way,
now Drain Life.
If this was
0.
If this was a sealed deck tournament, we're not doing too well, are we?
Well,
I don't know. We could make a deck out of this.
A couple of good cards. So
you know what we should do? I never thought about this. We could have. Me and Jeremy should have took this, showed you all the cards, yeah, without sleeves like we used to do in the old days.
Michelle
it would have been great, yeah. Ooh, Merfolk of the Pearl. I can't even read it. Trident. I wanted to say tidings. I thought it was Christmas time. Because maybe we're getting lower here. Maybe it will be Christmas time.
Maybe.
Maybe. Once again, I got 2. Oh.
The other 1-drop
Shannon Dryas
creature.
Hey, you know what we need?
We want a Script Sprite.
I was just
want a Lawnmower Elf. We got a Shannon Dryad. How lucky.
You always want a Script Sprite.
Can't go wrong.
Weakness. We have 2 black cards.
We're starting to get a deck going.
Once again, these cards are beautiful.
Fresh.
Beautiful.
It's amazing that something like this would have been kept for so long in such good condition.
It happens. I sell them on my website. I think the last one we just sold was $15,000. I only put out 1 Alpha deck a year because there's so little. I like to keep the suspense going. And the next suspense is a swamp.
Now we can Drain Life for 1.
Why did you pick to open this one for Michelle versus one of the ones that you usually have on your site?
Because of the controversy of everybody's telling her that it's not right because the rare cards, were not facing out. And that's the controversy of this deck. Everybody thought it was somehow manipulated or because no one has ever seen that. Now, I have seen it. By the way, the only dealer has been to Carta Monday in Belgium that got a tour. And so I've seen how this works. I've seen everything possible. And this really helps with me doing this for so many years. So, you know, it's a good thing. It's great, but that's why I didn't pick one of mine. Plus, nobody wanted to buy it because the seal were off. They all think, everybody, and I said this before, if it's missing a seal, it's tampered with. Or if the seal is loose, it's tampered with.
These cards have looked pretty good so far. And
yeah.
The amount of comments we've gotten a lot of good comments already.
Sure.
And we still have more to go.
And another big important thing is that, you know, with booster boxes, people think everybody's, you know, it's not that easy to take off the wrap. You know, and professionals like myself, Jeremy, even Michelle, we've been around so long, we know what the thickness of the wrap is. We can tell you if that wrap has been, you know, that. And everybody's always worried about searching packs. You know, I guarantee all my stuff not to be searched, and people are like, well, how do I know you just didn't search it yourself? Because I'm A, too lazy, and B, it's really not that hard to do, or it is that hard to do, I'm sorry. It is that hard to do. And the other reason is,
I'm too lazy.
What cards am I going to get that I already don't own in stacks of 10 and 20? Why do I really need to go in and get a Shivan Dragon or another Lotus? I have enough of them. And you just don't do it. I actually
having enough and being a vendor don't sound like the same thing, Jim.
Jeremy, I'm going to show you a picture after this video. And I was just told by someone here at Troll that you will not buy all the cards I just found at my house. I just found a stack of Mox Diamonds.
That's pretty good.
And I think you pay about $170 a piece, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many do we buy in the buy list, though?
I have no clue.
It's probably something like 15.
Yeah, and I have 107.
Wow.
I got the picture to show you here. What do you mean it's more than you need? Somebody came up with 107 Lotuses. I would buy them. Oh. Anyway.
I don't have infinite money.
Oh. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to get all the cards, not just some of the cards.
I don't know what this is. You guys get to see it. Jeremy gets to see it. You know.
Mythical creature.
I have no clue. Mythical creature. I don't even know. Is it... Well, the only mythical... I know a unicorn. Is it a unicorn?
It might be. It is a frilled unicorn.
Okay. You were keeping me in suspense.
Yeah.
If you're keeping me in suspense, the customers, you know, are in suspense.
They already know. You showed them first.
No, they're in suspense because they don't know what the next card is. And the next card is right here. We're going to show it to you. You know. Do we have to take any station identification breaks here?
Station?
I don't know. I thought we were in a TV studio. It's all professional here at Troll and Toad. Oh, do we need a word from our sponsor? Hold on. I will give you a word from our sponsor. That moment of silence was brought to you by the public library. Thank you, guys. Let's continue. Ooh, is that Earthbind? Yes.
It is.
That's another nice card.
Quentin Hoover picture.
Ooh, Quentin Hoover. God rest his soul. He's no longer with us. Do you know how many artists have actually passed away?
No.
I think there's 4.
4 does not sound like as many as I would have guessed. I would say something like 20.
It's Chris Rush, of course, guy made the Black Lotus,
yes.
and it's Angus McKenzie. Angus McKenzie, the legend card, has passed away. Film at 11. Glenn Angus. And there's a new guy that passed away, and I don't remember what his name is. I apologize, but it happens. All right, we'll keep going. And by the way, we're just making you so waiting to see the last card, because you know what? Maybe I'll pull the last card next, so you stay tuned, because you don't know what's going to happen. Pestilence,
we got
everybody.
A good black card. That's
Pestilence.
Good.
Now we're getting the black cards.
That's a good comment.
All right, let's get this show moving.
Playable in Pauper.
Guys, another land. Like we keep talking about, you need land to play Alpha. And a lot of people are upset that we're getting a lot of land out there, but once again, when this was the first of anything that Wizards of the Coast produced. This is the first. They did
first.
It is.
First prime?
First prime. Because if you think about it, like when they made gift boxes, revised gift box was the first. Goblin vs. Elves dual decks were the first. But this starter deck was the first of the first starter deck.
It's a game.
It is. Game. This came, so you needed this to start the game with. You could actually play 2 people with the stuff in here.
Yep, that's what it was meant to be.
All right, once again, another land, mountain. By the way, all these cards.
I think that's why the terminology was.
All these cards I will grade. I will get them all graded, and then I will have them on my website, and so you can see what they are. I haven't decided if I want to do the 10-day guarantee service or if I want to do the non-guaranteed service and make everybody wait for a year. BGS takes a year.
Wait forever.
Wait forever. I may do that. just for you guys
You know,
out
the
there.
people don't want to wait, Jim.
They
People are
don't?
impatient.
I know.
They want
That's
things
why I
now.
keep doing it really
You
slow
gotta
for
do
the
it
next
for
card.
the people.
For the people. Like when I was thinking about running for mayor of Corbin and went out and started kissing and shaking the baby's hands and kissing the baby.
Did you actually do that?
No, I wanted to, but
I'm pretty sure if they saw you running around out there, they know you in this
Alicia,
area,
would
Jim.
have you voted
They
me
would have
for
thought
mayor of
something's wrong with
Corbin?
this guy. It's true. I don't even.
If you lived in Corbin, would you have voted for me? You know what I'm going to do if I ever run for mayor?
I don't want you making decisions.
I'm going to change my last name to McCheese so I can be Mayor McCheese. But anyway, we don't want the bad comedy. We want to know what the next card is.
That's going.
That is a great comment. Holy cow. Disenchant.
Looks very good.
That looks beautiful.
Very well.
All right. You know, we're getting down lower, guys. We're getting down lower. Oh. Ooh, I want to say ogre, but it's gray ogre. Great ogre. Gray ogre. We know a friend
Old
of
gray tea.
we have a friend named Ogre. He used to work here. Ogre's a good friend of ours. He's a magic dealer. The reason we call him Ogre is because he's a very large, tall man. Very tall.
He looks like
6'7".
an ogre.
He does look like an ogre, but he's the nicest man you ever meet, by the way. I love Ogre. Shout out to Ogre. All right, next up. Raise the Dead. All
We
right.
got to bring our Hurley Minotaur back from the dead.
All right.
Some necromantic skills.
Still haven't got the 2 good comments I want. Hopefully this will be the next one, and it is not. But we have talked about Holy Strength.
It's holy beans.
It is. Target creature to gain +1, +2. That makes my script strike, you know,
I
like...
don't have a script sprite.
Oh, I don't.
It's
What
kind
kind-
of Dryad.
Oh.
They
what-
got a forest. We're forest walking on through.
Hey, Jeremy. In the beginning, did they have planeswalkers?
No,
They didn't.
but you know, there's a lot of cards we're going to start seeing when we get to the rares area, where they're on a list of cards that cannot be reprinted, the reserve list.
Yes.
And there's been a lot of talk
All right.
about the reserve list.
Just so you guys know, we're down to the last 2 common cards.
Where's that lightning bolt? We
I
want
see-
lightning bolt. We want Lawnmower Elves, right?
Yeah.
That's
Oh!
not bad. That's
not
at
bad.
all.
Not a lightning bolt, but it's a stone
Pretty
rain.
good. Pretty good card.
All right.
Playable in Modern, being used in the mono, the red-green land destruction deck right now. Classic card back in the day, very powerful, can kill anyone's land, make them shorten a color.
All right, this is the last common we're gonna pull. Does anybody want to take a guess what it is?
It's a land.
I would like to see a script right.
It's a land.
I'd like to see a lightning bolt. I'd like to see a land of war elf. And you two know. No,
It's not the worst
it's a
card
fog. Can you not read over there, Alicia? F. Automatically, if it's F, it's a forest. Fog.
Fog's not bad.
Do you think the fog got in your way and you thought it was a forest, Alicia?
Sometimes
Yes.
people attack you with their Hurley Minotaur. You gotta
All right.
stop it.
So I got to figure out how to do this.
No lightning bolt.
So
So I would assume that our good spot's gonna be facing us, right? So we should probably flip that stack over.
I assume it is going to be facing us.
Because in the deck, if it was correctly put into the deck, it'd be facing up front, right?
That would be. This is going to be interesting. So, guys, no, wait. There's a problem here, Jeremy.
There's a problem?
I can see a card. So these are the 2 rares. These are the 2 rares. They're faced backwards. They gotta
Oh my.
be. And I haven't seen the rares, and I only saw an uncommon. So I'm going to do this and face it this way. So
This thing, the quality control, perfect. I mean, Alpha was a demo, right? They were trying to get people to play the game.
they were. All right, so this is an alpha rulebook. Now, everybody gets this mixed up with beta rulebooks. It's really easy to tell. I really don't want to open the book, but I will. And I'm going to read you an expert. Expert? Is that the word I'm looking for? Experte? What's the correct word?
Excerpt?
Excerpt?
Excerpt.
I'm going to read you a part of the paragraph because Jim doesn't know how to talk. So, on page 4, this is how you can tell. And I'm not going to open this. I really don't want to bend the binding. But it says, Wutzel felt the prickling at the back of her neck. Wutzel was a wizard. It does not say that in the beta rulebook. You know, I don't know if it's Wutzel, Wattel.
This book is a wild ride. If
Yeah.
you're trying to learn how to play the game, I'm not entirely sure how people actually figured it out without playing with someone else who had figured it out.
Now, you want to know the funny part? Back in the day, we got all these rule books and we threw them out. These rule books in this condition sell for about $85 now.
Yeah.
So I'll have you put that in a soft sleeve. All right, our first uncommon. Any idea? Any idea?
An uncommon Ivory Cup.
Ivory Cup. By the way, you can get land in the uncommon spot.
Maybe it's land.
No, remember we did it.
We swamp.
We did it on the unlimited. Remember, we got some land before the rare, and then we got that beautiful card. Rod of Ruin.
Different artifact.
Different artifact. Rod of Ruin.
We finally have artifacts. This is a good one.
It is a good one. Soul Rune would be better. Death Grip. I feel like I got the worst pack in Magic right now, but it's okay. Death Grip.
We got to stop the fog from happening.
Next up. Oh, that is so sweet.
What was that comment about the worst pack in Magic?
Not as good as I wanted, but guys, a Hypnotic Spectre. Hypnotic Spectre. Flying card. You got to cast it for 3 black. I think it's 2/2, right? Flying.
Hang on for 1 second after that, Jim.
I'm going to hang on to the card.
No,
for
you
1
can
second.
put it down. You
Oh,
can put it
okay.
down. But what other uncommons do we want to pull? What's the if you could pick 2 more uncommons to get?
You put me on the spot. I can't remember. Soul Ring's one of them.
Soul Ring? The Spectre's a pretty good one.
Sarah Angel's an uncommon.
Sarah Angel's uncommon. Sanker Vampire.
Oh, Swords of Plowshare.
Swords of Plot. That isn't that common?
That's uncommon.
Oh yeah, it's uncommon. Yep.
What were you thinking?
I thought it was common, but it was common in the later set, but not this set.
Yeah. Sarah Angel became rare.
Yeah.
In later sets. So what card were you thinking?
For an uncommon?
Yeah.
I was just asking you.
Oh, I thought you really knew. I thought you were. I thought you were.
Control Magic? I don't know.
No, we got it. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, duh! Counterspell.
Counterspell.
Counterspell. That's the one. All right. What do we got?
That's not
Ooh.
Counterspell.
No, that's a ward. A
We can
green
use our
ward.
Counterspell to stop it, though.
Yeah.
Black Knight's good. White Knight's good.
Oh, next up, by the way, that moment of silence again was brought to you by your public library. Oh!
That's a good uncommon.
That's a great uncover. I forgot about that one. Oh, that was
Berserk.
good. Berserk. You know. Wow, that was good.
That is a great one. Doubles the creature's power, gives it trampled on a turn, and then if it's attacking, it dies in the combat. You can use it when you block. It's kind of a weird thing.
All right, next up. Burring.
Ooh.
And we're
A
not.
little bit of a letdown from the Berserk, but that's okay.
It is. All right, next up. For your viewing pleasure, kids, we have DDT.
Dwarven Demolition Team. You and I have been talking about this card for the last few days.
Yes, and Dwarven Warriors. We've been talking about that, so.
That is great.
All right. We're getting low here, so.
Getting low on uncommons.
The
Crystal
Crystal
Rod.
Rod. I was gonna
Blue
say
Ivory
Rod of Ruin.
The Blue Ivory Cup.
Rod of Ruin. All right, we're getting down. We're getting to that
Where's
rare.
that counterspell at?
I don't
We're
know.
gonna stop that Berserk.
We got
That's
the
a good
Library of Lang.
That's not a bad
I feel
card
like
at
the
all.
Magic Librarian sometimes.
Yeah. We do all those moments of silence just
Yes.
for the Library of Flame.
There we go.
Are there uncommons that they added in beta that will be in this deck?
No, not that I remember. I don't think so. All right. Living Wall. Once again, I'm hoping we get something good.
We're getting a bunch of artifacts.
We are.
We didn't have any before because they're not commons. Let's keep the artifacts going into the rares. Maybe?
Ooh! Phantasmal Forces was a great card. 4/1. You know, with a 4-drop. So. All right, now.
Oh, you got 2 cards there, buddy. You had 2 cards.
Oh, I had 2 cards. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm once again, I'm so sorry.
You're being so careful.
So Fast Metal Train and a land, like we said before, a land can come in uncommon spots. So.
All
All right, so now we're getting down to the 2 rares, and we have 1 uncommon. So we're going to flip this over, and we are going to do the rares next, and then we'll do the uncommon. I could pull the uncommon out of the bottom.
Jim, what kind of rares are we trying to pull? Like, give me a top, I don't know, a top 10 rares. Well, I get these last few cards.
Power 9? There it is. The last uncommon. It's not a bad... I'm not... White Knight.
That's a great one.
That's a good one.
9394. It's a great card. It's just a good knight. They're starting to bring back knights again and everything like that.
So the cards that we're trying to get, of course, is the Lotus, the Moxes, the Ancestral, the Time Walk, the Time Twister.
Give me some cards that aren't the Power 9.
Chaos
Orb is one of them.
I was just going to go there if you would let me finish. I knew. So next down the line, Force Field, Gauntlet, Chaos Orb, which has increased in price 20-fold because people think they all got ripped up, which isn't true.
Well, if some got ripped up.
I was there when that actually happened.
And there was only 1,100 of each. If some got ripped up, there is less.
There is less. So Force Field, Gauntlet, Word of Command.
Shivan.
I was going for the out of print cards first. I can't believe. Yeah, Shivan Dragon, Royal Assassin.
I'm just good at the basic creatures. Like
Smoke is still good. I'll take a Smoke. Rock Hydra, Fork, Wheel of Fortune.
Rock of Courageous.
I want to get a Wheel of Fortune.
How about a Drain Power? Drain Power for me.
Drain Power for you.
I like Alpha Drain Powers.
All right, so guys, we got 2 cards here.
Let's do it.
I want to go with the bottom card. I want to go with the bottom card because I just want to be different. Guys, this is our rare.
Show it to them first.
Show it to them first. All right. I'm not going to
sneak peek for you.
We are not going to be able to see the card. You got to look over at that over there so nobody knows. Did we get it? Did we do well? Anybody?
It's a card.
Can you guys call in right now and tell me? Oh wait, you can't. This is going to be edited in a week.
100 Jim Brusso.
Here we go.
Mana Flare.
Mana Flare. Oh.
Yeah, that's not a bad card.
It's okay.
Better than Smoke.
It is better than Smoke. All right, guys. This is the last card.
Now, before you flip that card, I do have a question.
Okay.
A lot of the Alpha Starter Decks, weren't some of the cards sometimes paired with other things? That's like...
They could have been. It's been so long I don't remember.
There's lots of people say sometimes if you get a Mox Sapphire, you're likely to get another piece of power and so on.
Last card.
Just curious if there was any legitimacy to that.
I don't remember. It's been so long. It's been 25 years. I never knew I had to keep up on Alpha. Now, let me tell you something really great about Alpha. Alpha and Beta cards were mixed in play, and then all of a sudden, you couldn't use Alpha cards. Everybody hated Alpha cards. When I was here at Troll and Toad in the late in the 90s, I actually didn't want to buy Alpha cards because you couldn't use them. Nobody wanted them. You could not use an Alpha card in your deck because you could see what card it was, and it was even in sleeves you could still see. So I don't know, Jeremy. We have the last card here. What do you want?
We have the last one. Now, see, last time we gave them the first look, and the Jim Brusso hotline to call.
In the Jim Brusso hotline to call.
This time, I think we take the first look.
I think we should do that. I think what we should do is we should just sit here for at least another 20 minutes in banter, so you can now, because you know you want to see the last card. We would like to see the last card.
Take bids.
Take bids. Anybody, yes. Anybody want to buy the card sight unseen? $500 is the opening bid.
$500 opening bid.
All right. So Jeremy and I are going to look at the card. By the way, none of this is scripted, stage, or anything. Well, we know what
it's a card. It's a rare. It's not a land.
And it is not an artifact, so that rules out the power 9. I'm sorry, the power 6.
Removes out the Mox's Lotus and can't get no time vaults or force fields or anything. But it's good.
You guys want to see the card?
Let's show them. Show them the card. Don't
Do you want to see the card, Alicia? I think the audience, maybe. Do you guys want to see the card?
Nah.
You know, I'm just doing this because I just want to
home.
aggravate all of you out there in TV land. All right, here we go. It's not what we expected, but it's still a decent card.
Not a bad card. Not a bad card at all. Bad Moon.
Did we get any Moxes, Lotuses? No.
We didn't get any Laces, though.
No.
You got 2 decent rares.
And people are going to say, oh, that it's probably tampered with. No, it wasn't. like I said in the beginning, sometimes you just
We
get...
got a Berserk, and we got a bunch of awesome commons.
Do you think a Berserk is that good? Oh, yeah, it is now, but back in the day, it was just that. We didn't get a Lightning Bolt. We didn't get a Land of War Elves. We didn't get a Sinkhole. We didn't get a Sarah Angel. We didn't get a Thousand Swords, the Plowshare. But you know what we did do? We had fun with you guys out there. And this is great. And I want everybody to know, and I'm going to keep telling you this. And it's not to spay and neuter your pets, so I'm not Bob Barker. But what it is that you can sometimes just get normal cards out of a deck, and it's not searched or tampered with. But I really want to make that point.
The beautiful thing about this is that a lot of these cards, since they're brand new, fresh, you're going to get them graded.
They're going to get graded.
And it may not have felt like the rares you got were as much as you were hoping to see, the big chase rares, but they were good rares.
They were good rares.
And if they're very high grades,
they're very high money.
Very valuable dollars cards.
And it's not about the money to me. It's about the game. But
it's exciting to get the high grade.
It is. But my point is, and I see this in other videos, people always saying that everything is searched, everything is tampered with, and that is not true. And I really, really, really want you guys to know this. That's why sometimes you just don't get good cards, and you know this by buying new packs. You buy new packs now, open it up. You don't always get the best card. Like you always don't get the. You
don't always get Karn, Sign of Urza.
Yeah, or the new Mox that's out there,
Mox
right?
Amber. You don't always.
You don't always get those, and you're okay with that. But when you're investing $15,000, $18,000 in a deck, everybody expects to get this, and it just doesn't happen. And that's
you can,
but it doesn't. And I
still think this deck was pretty good overall. There wasn't
this deck.
Two good rares, some good uncommons.
This deck was an actually deck you would go back in 1993 get and be okay with it. It was great.
Psyched.
Actually, the true story is you'll be more psyched because Jeremy will confirm this. Back in the day, people didn't want Moxes and Lotuses. Here's what they wanted: Force of Nature. They wanted Gaia's Leads. They wanted Royal Assassin. They wanted Sarah Angel. They wanted the big creatures. They wanted Fast Bomb.
Mahamati Jin.
Yeah, they wanted. That's the cards that everybody wanted because that's what people played back then. But I know I keep repeating this, and it's very important, and it's almost like a political thing that I'm doing here. I just get too many people contacting me and said, "Oh, obviously all your stuff is searched." It really bothers me. There's a lot of good dealers out there that know they don't search their stuff. Troll and Toad, the reputable people do not search their stuff. And I know I'm harping on this, but it really bothers me that everybody on the internet says it's searched, but we're good with that. So I want to thank everybody here at trollandtoad.com, especially Alicia for doing this, because, I love it. Especially to the, is he president now? Mike Broughton? Newly married Mike Broughton. Congratulations. Mike got married. We were at the wedding. Also, I'll give a shout out to the guy who stole my name, Gaming Tim. It's really Tim Brennan. I think he's the vice president. Is that correct? Of course, my old good friend John Houston, who owns the company. John and I have been together for many years. We talk, we do business together. I really thank trollandtoad.com for doing this for Graded Power. Now, don't forget, I am Graded Power at gradedpower.com. I didn't even really mention that mention everybody else. I'm such a nice guy. Michelle Cove let us open this deck.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle. Sorry we didn't pull out really any power, but in general, your deck was great. It's really good. Her website is Gaming Etc. Always check her out. This will be on my webpage. This will be on my Facebook page. This will be on Troll's Facebook page. This will also be on YouTube. Please tell your friends to watch something that just you don't see very often anymore. Piece of history being opened. Like I said, 18 years old. I'm sorry, 25 years old. $1,800. This was great. Jeremy,
$7.95.
Originally $7.95. Once again, I don't know why you guys didn't just buy them all and put them in your drawer. Oh, everybody wants to play a game. Guys, I don't know what to say. This was great. As always, Jeremy. I'll say his last name. If I say it, Muir, is it wrong?
That's correct.
It's correct this time?
Yes, you did.
See, I said it correct this time. I really like Jeremy being my co-host at everything we do because we're in sync. We are very depressed that we did not get a Scripps rights. Everybody always wants a Scripps rights.
It's a keystone at every deck.
Actually, we really need to open up some starters, see if we get a Stormcrow. But no, guys, I really appreciate it. I don't do a lot of videos for many different reasons. Again, I'm lazy. B, I don't know how to work technology after the Betamax VCR, and this is actually true. So I don't put up a lot of stuff. Hell, I'm lucky I know how to use my smartphone. Well, I'll be doing more videos, and when I do videos, I always tell you the truth, what really happens, and what goes on. You can always ask me. I am on Facebook. Look up Jim Brusso. I will always be happy to take all your comments, questions, anything you have.
If you have a question about the authenticity of something, or a person to talk to about something, or if someone's reliable, Jim is a good source. He's a resource inside this industry who can tell you about all kinds of things where no one else knows about. The experts come and ask Jim questions.
And you know what?
So don't be afraid to.
I'm the first expert. Actually, I also will look at your stuff, tell you what it's worth, and I won't charge you for an appraisal. I don't know if you know about that, but some people are charging for appraisals. I will have been doing this for 25 years. I'm part of the game, and I will help you understand, because you, the collector, you, the casual player, is the most important part of the game. So once again, I really want to thank Alicia, everybody here at Troll and Toad, and next time, there's really nothing better we can open. We can't go up. Maybe we'll open a beta pack. Maybe we'll always open some old packs when we get them.
The old Summer Magic case.
Or maybe, wow.
Let's think big.
How would we even know it's a Summer Magic box? You can't tell.
We'd have to start opening packs.
Hey, we're going to start opening revised packs. Hopefully we'll hit some Summer. That has happened before here at trollandtoad.com, just so you know. I was there for that. It was really good. Guys, I don't know what else to say. Thank you. Thank you for everybody. Thank you for watching our crazy show. Yes, I'm bantering because it's fun.
And shop trollandtoad.com.
Absolutely. I recommend you shop trollandtoad.com for all your modern Magic needs. For your vintage Magic, come to gradedpower.com. But that's all graded cards. We don't ever sell a naked card. So your naked cards, trollandtoad.com. Thanks, guys. Me and Jeremy, good night.
Out.